Mga kwentuhan na dapat mong malaman.
Kasi magpapatulong, o sige, bigyan mo ako, walang in return.
Oo.
Sinong tutulong sa mga taong yun na para maabot yung mga pangarap nila?
Tsaka pag gusto mo naman po kasi yung ginagawa mo, hindi mo siya maiisip na, na parang draining.
Kasi lahat posible. Lahat ng bagay is posible.
Do something that you love. Habang pagod na pagod ka, hindi ka give up kasi you love what you're doing.
Always remember po ang lagi kong sinasabi sa inyo. Everything that's happening to us, there's always a reason behind it. Bye!
Good evening, everybody! It's a Monday night. It's another Chikahan with Mommy Ray, of course. And before we start our Chikahan tonight, maraming salamat po sa lahat ng sumuporta sa amin kagabi at saka nung Sabado sa aming anniversary theater show na saglit lang, totoo na. Maraming salamat po sa mga nanood, nag-review na sa amin at meron po kaming good news. Magkakaroon po kami ng second show. Hindi lang namin alam kung kailan, basta abang-abang lang kayo dyan ulit. Pero maraming salamat po sa mga nanood sa amin kagabi. And of course, lagi ko po sinasabi sa inyo, make it a habit every Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday. Of course, I started with Chikahan with Mommy Ray. Every Wednesday, our podcast, Up, Top, Down, Low. And every Friday, it's Coffee Chat with Daven. Lahat po yan, 7 p.m. And you can watch all of this in our Ignos Novus Artist Management Facebook page, and also same with our Instagram. And please like, follow, and subscribe our TikTok account at ignosnovus.official. Plus, please like, follow, and subscribe our mother company, First Son Production, which is with the same Facebook and Instagram, First Son Production. And of course, our YouTube channel na mapapanood nyo po ang aming live, and also our Way Back Wednesday at kung ano-ano pa po. Maraming salamat. It's First Son Creatives. Yan po ang aming YouTube channel. Ayan. Our special guest tonight is very close to me. And we will know yung mga pinagdaanan niya for the past years at kung nasaan siya ngayon. She will give us the inspiration how to live life, how to face life with all the challenges. And this person is really close to my heart is because she is my sister. Please welcome my loving sister, Cindy Mac. Hi, Cin! How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you? Good evening, everyone. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. And I'm so happy that my sister has invited me for this segment. So it's like 2 days before I will leave, going back home. So I'm happy. And thank you for inviting me.
Yeah. Kasi po, ang aking sister, marami siyang pinagdaanan. Pero pag-uusapan muna natin, kasi malayo po yung gap namin ng sister ko eh.
5 years.
5 years. So, Sin, nung wala pa ba ako, paano yung childhood life? Paano pinapayagan ka ba nila mama maglaro?
Oo naman. During my childhood, I would say, we're not, I think we're comfortable.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I always says. And then I have a strict mom, and Ray knows that. We have a very strict mom. And of course, my my father is just like, I would say a provider, and he's just there always. But it's my mom talaga. Ang mama ko talaga ang very strict and very hands-on with all of us. Yeah, it was good. You know that pretty much.
Yeah,
It was
yes.
really good.
Pero, paano ka strict si mama?
Super strict. But now I'm a strict mom as well. I'm a single mom of 3 wonderful children. So I think I'm more stricter than mama. Yeah.
Ganun ba?
Yeah, everything, everything has to be on top of everything. Everything has to be literally, talagang if if you're in school, then you got to do this, and then all you have to be doing is go to school, have good grades, and just be, do your whole household chores
Yeah.
and everything. My mom is really strict. Yeah.
Oo nga, no? Oo, ganun po yung aming nanay. Pero magpa-fast forward kami ng kwentuhan ng aking kapatid, ha? Sin, kasi nga, di ba, us Caviteño really love to eat, di ba? Sobra tayong laging dapat bongga yung pagkain and everything. Tapos
Mhm.
laging may sausawan, di ba? Like,
Yes.
we want the spicy food, maalat and everything. Ikwento mo sa amin nung fast-paced tayo ng you're already in the States. Wala ka pa dito sa Philippines. Hindi naman tayo masasakatin before, di ba?
Oo, yeah.
Hindi kami masasakatin before. Pero what happened sa'yo nung nasa States ka?
So, but anyway, I'd like to reference yung us kasi we're Chabacano, we're Cavite, Caviteño. We always have 2 kinds of food on the table. Every meal, it has to be a wet, which is, composed soup. And then the other one would be dry, something like, let's say we're gonna have sinigang, shrimp, and then we're gonna have liempo, So we like to eat, but with me, I think I don't eat a lot until now, but we eat what we want, salty food, all of those.
Exactly.
I'm not in spice or any season, but I like talagang maalat. Ano pa? Maalat tsaka, I think it's more on maalat.
Maalat.
Yeah. for
And then,
me.
because of that eating habit ba, what happened sa'yo sa States?
So I came from Saipan. I was in Saipan from, if anybody's knowledge, Saipan is actually a U.S. territory. One of the U.S. territory. We have 5 U.S. territory. So one of that is Northern Mariana Islands, and that's where I came from. So I was there for 16, 17 years. And then after that, I moved to San Diego, California, and that was in 2002. So on 2005, no, 2006, no, 2006, I would say, 2006, I was diagnosed with kidney chronic disease. And this time, so I didn't know that I have I have a high blood pressure, ganyan. I had 3 kids. And then I remember na if I'm getting, I'm gonna be labored, it's like I'm having my labor. Lagi nilang sinasabi sa akin na kung high blood daw ako. Hindi naman ako high blood because I know I'm anemic.
Yeah.
Us we're always anemic.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that there is no connection of being anemic and having high blood pressure. So, and then one day I was at work, and then it's like my head is really like in total pain. It's gonna burst. So one of my best friend who's with me, Pines, she told me, she said, let me take you to your doctor, your urgent care doctor. So we went there, and then they checked on me, and they said, oh no, you have like my blood pressure was so high. It was like 220 over like 170, like that. So they were so worried about it, and they told me that I have to go straight to the ER, the emergency room. And that visit to the ER had made me stay 10 days in the hospital. And they did a lot of
Examination.
tests and everything, lab works and everything, and they found out that I have kidney chronic disease.
So, nung nalaman nila that you have a kidney chronic disease, then and then, they suggested na
Well, they told me that since the other, we have two kidneys, right? So the other one is not functioning anymore. So it's like 0%, and the other one was like 20%. So they told me that I had to undergo hemodialysis.
Yeah.
Like 3 times a day. So when they told me that, it's like I crashed. I'm a single mom. I'm a single mom now for 25 years.
Okay. So, doon yung proseso. How many years ka nag-dialysis if you could remember?
So, okay. So this is 3 times. So this is 3 times a week, right? 3 times a week. But since I'm very compliant, once you're a compliant patient, they put you on it's called a lifeline list, meaning I can able to, if I get a good match, the better match, I can get a kidney transplant.
Okay.
So for 1 year, I was on hemodialysis, and miraculously, I was very grateful that I had a kidney transplant. So this is a cadaveric kidney transplant from 3-year-old Guatemalan girl.
Okay.
So meaning she died. This, the kidneys are cadaverics. It's donated by a dead
Body.
person. Yeah. So I was very, very blessed on having another life, having that kidney transplant.
Okay. Pagpapatuloy natin yung kwento ng aking ate. But we're gonna greet people muna na nandyan. Of course, Peter, Charles, good evening. And then Hans, thank you for coming. Good evening. And si Ryan, good evening po, Mami Ray. Good evening sa inyong lahat. And sino pa ba? Si Alma, hi, man. Neng, thank you. And then hello daw, Sin, sabi ni Alma. And of course, hi Denise, hello anak. And si Joy, sis, ang babaeng walang pahinga. Oo, si ate yan, walang pahinga. And sabi ni Gail, hello bebe ko, hello nang nang. You can say hi, Sid. Ayan, hello.
Hi, Joy.
And then, ayan, sabi ni Gail, hello nang nang, nang
Hi,
nang
Gail.
nang. Ayan, wala na. So, if you have any questions, mamaya kay ate, you can just drop your question at the comment section, and then we will try to answer all your questions sa kanya. So, nagkaroon ka na ng, di ba Sin, while you're having your dialysis, nag-work ka pa ba nun?
Well, syempre hindi, because I was, my body was so weak. And then, having all that 3 times a week of the hemodialysis, I can't work anymore. So my doctor put me on disability, but it was so hard because I have 3 children. I'm a single mom. So what I did was every time I have session ng dialysis, I have this bag. It's like like those insurance bags. So I have that, and what I have are like accessories and jewelry and accessories to sell.
Oh.
So when they hook me up, I will put all of that, and I will lay that in my tray, my bed, because when you're doing dialysis, you have a bed and then you have a tray. So, and then when they hook me up, I will slowly put that and lay that out. Tapos, tatawagan ko lahat yung mga nurses, mga dialysis tech, dialysis nurses, pati minsan nga yung mga
patient
to
din.
sell. I'm selling. Sabi ko, yeah, pwede yung layaway, pwede yung post-dated check, ganyan. So, and of course, they're like they get so excited, and they said, look at you, Cindy, diba? Nagda-dialysis na ako, nagbibenta pa rin ako. I'm tindera. I think when we were young, diba, we like to sell stuff. And our family business actually was tailoring, dress shop, and boutique. So talaga I'm very versed with selling. Tindera talaga ako.
Tindera.
And that was my I would think that was my that was my talent to be tindera. So that's what I did. That kind of like helped me out a little bit as well.
Okay. Yeah. So fast pace. And then, yun na nga, sabi mo kanina, you had your transplant agad.
Yes.
Nung nagkaroon ka ng transplant, gaano kahirap yung proseso nun kasi hindi naman agad ikaw magiging okay?
Yeah. So kasi ganyan, ang procedure niyan, if you get a transplant, diba? You're in like parang you're in the 18 months yan, you have like kind of like what they called it, like in an in a what do you call that? Parang ano ka, naka-alert yan sila kasi there will come a time na baka mag-reject yung kidneys that was transplanted to you. So I was very, very, ano na naman, I was very thankful again na there's no rejection. So I am, what do you call this? So I was doing really good. And then I asked my doctor, when can I go back working?
Okay.
So he said that, okay, after 18 months, you can go back to work. But I'm matigas ang ulo. So I went back to work after 9 months. And then after that, after 9 months, so I went back doing social worker with the autistic adults. It was so stressful and everything. So I had a stroke
Okay.
on that. So I told myself, kasi I'm so workaholic, I push myself to the limit talaga. So sabi ko, I think I made a mistake going back to work right away.
Yes.
So nung na-stroke ako, again, miraculously, I did not get any deficits. My deficit lang was like yung, my memory blurred.
Yes.
Yung aking, I think yung speech ko,
Yeah.
sometimes I, like, I know what to say, but it doesn't come out. Talagang mahirap yung speech. So, I think those are the deficits, from my stroke.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pero, nakalimutan ko yung tanong sa'yo. Meron kasi mga ibang tao na hesitant sila na mag-dialysis. Anong isasuggest mo dun sa mga patient na when they found out that they need to be mag-dialysis, kailangan bang wag muna, tatry ko muna yung
Kasi
tablets?
ako, I am very, I believe in science.
Okay.
And of course, you have to have faith in God.
Okay.
Okay? So ako talaga, when I was recommended to do the dialysis, I was 40 years old lang. So I said, I want to lengthen my life, diba? So if that's the recommendation, that is,
Okay.
I will get that. So for me, kung if you're in a younger age and it was recommended to you, go and get it. Kasi you wouldn't know. I mean, how would you know if it will lengthen your life kung hindi mo naman
Yes.
hindi mo naman siya gagamit. I mean, ano ba yun? If you're not going to undergo the dialysis, diba? So yun lang. Kasi like what I said, meron kasi iba na hindi sila naniniwala, diba? Sabihin nila mag-herbal or something. I'm not like that kasi I always believe the science that was created by God.
Yeah. So, sabi mo nga, you went to dialysis, tapos nagkaroon ka na ng kidney transplant. Okay ka na.
Tapos
And then,
na-stroke.
na-stroke ka. Nawalan ka ba ng strong will na parang, ayoko na, Lord. I wanna give up.
No. Kasi ako, sabi ko, God, kasi sa akin lagi, God will never give me all these problems if I can't handle it.
Yeah.
So He's testing me. Ako, I would always think because I'm a single mom of three kids for 25 years. And I always believe, there is always glory for me na naghihintay, diba? So, to fast forward, I wanna do that. So nagkaroon ako ng nag-chronic kidney disease, na kidney transplant, I had a stroke. Pagkatapos, I also had a heavy bleeding. I had an endometriosis. I had to have, nagkaroon ako ng 3 times fatal sepsis kasi heavy bleeding ako. But to finish all of that, to stop all of those bleeding, I went on full hysterectomy.
Yeah.
So yun, dun sa hysterectomy na yun, there was like episodes that I was taken to the ER.
Yeah.
And yung ER na yun, I actually woke up in ICU.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Parang sabi niya nga po noon, si ate, yung bahay niya before was the ICU already.
Oo, yeah. So and like what I said, ako kasi lagi nga ako nasa hospital, in San Diego, kilala na nila ako. It's like a member na ako. It's a member na ako dun sa hospital. When they see me,
Yeah.
they know already that something is wrong with me. So, like what I said, yung faith ko kay God, I know He's testing me. And I always think that, as long as I can take all of this in, I'm down.
Okay.
And I always talk to Him and I tell Him, okay, give me all of this, all at one time. I can take it.
So, okay na, ang dami mo nang, sabi mo, take mo na lahat. Nabigay na sa'yo ni Lord lahat ang sakit.
Yeah.
Di ba? Nabigay na sa'yo lahat. And then, after few years of that,
Meron
meron na naman tayo nagkaroon ng medical condition.
Meron na naman medical condition.
What is that
So-
medical condition?
So, there was one day, dito yan sa Philippines, I was taking a shower. Tapos meron akong nakapa under my feet, diba? Sabi ko parang bukol or something. So, I was even thinking, so maybe kulani lang yun. Kasi
yeah.
when we get our period, we get the kulani before, during, and after.
Yeah.
So I went back to US and it's still there. So I was I don't want to get worried that, so I went to my premier, doctor, my primary doctor, and asked. So I was checked, and then after I had a biopsy. When they checked me, actually, they said, don't worry about it, Cindy. It's nothing. Parang lang, lang yan. Fatty tissue lang. So, I've been praying. Sabi ko, sana naman, wag naman. Kasi ang dami ko nang pinagdaanan, diba? So, after that, the day that the results came back, ang sabi, oh yeah, you have a breast cancer, just like that. And it's stage 3. Sometimes I get so emotional. Parati talaga. Sabi ko, bakit ang dami-dami? Sabi ko nga minsan, hindi naman ako, sabi ko, ba't ang dami-dami sunod-sunod? Ganun ba ako ka-strong? Alam yan ni Ray, because I talk to her every time. Sabi ko, ganun ba ako ka-strong na ang dami binibigay sa akin ni God. So, and I became more closer to God talaga. And there is no single time that I have doubted Him. Sabi ko, hindi niya yan ibibigay sa akin kung hindi ko talaga kaya. And I know I can do it. And look at me now. And I always think na, He just wants me to slow down. Kasi talagang workaholic ako. He just wants me to slow down, and possibly He's telling me, take care of yourself, take care of that body, the temple that I gave you.
Yeah.
Kasi abusada talaga ako doon.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I can do this tiny, ang liit-liit ko, I can do 10 things in one time.
Oo. So, nung nalaman mo, sinabi nga nila na you have a breast cancer. So, automatic, di ba, nagkaroon tayo ng operation,
Yeah.
and then you have your chemotherapy again.
Yeah. So I got a lumpectomy, meaning gusto ko nga ng total mastectomy,
ayun.
meaning they're going to remove both of your breasts. Pero sabi sa akin, it's an early stage. It was funny kasi sabi nila early stage, but it's already stage 3 breast cancer. So me, kung ano lang yung mga, all my doctors, all my oncologists, all of my specialist doctors, whatever is their recommendation, I always honor that, and I always believe in their recommendation. So I had a lumpectomy, meaning they took out the tumor where it was. So mine was a right breast, and then so I had a full 8 sessions of chemo, but it's so hard because I'm already immunocompromised. Kasi meron na akong mga antibiotic that I'm taking for my kidneys. So pag ganoon, ang hirap mag-chemo.
Yeah.
So talagang napupush back lagi. So, there was couple of there was I think one or two occasion because of that nagkaroon na naman ako ng sepsis kasi nga yung sa bloodstream ko when you do chemotherapy,
Yeah.
syempre nagkakaroon ka ng mga viral infection, yung mga ganon. So I had 8 sessions of chemo and also 8 weeks of radiation.
So,
I think they will show that
Oo.
picture there.
Oh, mamaya nandyan si Peter. So, yun doon sa 8 weeks of chemo and radiation, natanggal na yung breast mo sin o still waiting?
Oh no, that's after yun.
After they remove.
ng lumpectomy.
Para
Kasi
alam
yan,
nila yan.
different yan eh. Maraming mga different,
Mm.
mga treatment.
Yeah.
Meron kasi yung magre-radiation muna.
Yeah.
Tapos titignan muna nila kung nag-grow yung
Oo.
yung tumor. Pag hindi nag-grow yung tumor, hindi na sila magkikimo. Pero sa akin nga, dahil nga some of my tests,
Yeah.
yung mga hormonal tests ko are positive. Ngayon, yung iba, after all their treatment, they will be doing 5 years of oral. Pero sa akin, I did 10 years. So I just finished my 10 years last year. Kasi nga, it depends talaga kung anong treatment mo based on your diagnosis. Yeah.
Tapos, Sin, di ba, you have your pictures. Makikita niyo yung pictures niya dyan. Kaya siya
Naka-turban. So,
teka muna. Lahat ba ng kinikimo talaga nakakalbo? It's just decision.
no, hindi lahat. Kasi depende yan kung anong meds
Okay.
that you're taking in your chemo. Merong mga nagkikimo, hindi naman sila nakakalbo.
Oo.
Ngayon, yung with my situation, actually, first chemo ko pa lang, nakalbo na ako.
Oh.
And us women, diba? Sa atin talaga, parang lifeline natin ng hair, diba?
Yes.
Pag walang hair. Ako talaga, umiyak ako nung nakalbo ako. Pero, sa akin, and I will always say this, pag hindi ako makalbo sa treatment ko, meaning, hindi ako gagaling. It's a process, you know? It's a process talaga. Yung makalbo ka, meaning you are getting in that stage
Yeah.
that you will get better. Kasi yung iba talaga, ang nila, yung mga, especially us women, diba? Ang nila, ay nakakaloka, wala akong buhok, ganyan.
Mm.
Pero ako talaga, I embraced all of my treatment talaga. Parang I just slid it off. Parang wala lang sa akin.
Yeah.
Kasi I am thinking na it's a part of my, it's a part of my, that treatment of being, treatment and then yung being kalbo, it's a part of you getting there and getting better.
Okay.
Diba? Yun sa akin.
So sabi mo nga, after the treatment, after everything, 8 times ka nagkaroon ng chemo tsaka ng radiation, di ba? All in all.
So 8 sessions of
Yeah.
chemo
Yeah.
and 8 weeks of radiation.
So,
ako pa nagdadrive
Oo.
sa sarili ko going to the radiation. Kasi ako kasi ang tao na I do not want to obligate people for the things that I do.
Okay.
Kung kaya ko, ako lang.
Yeah.
Even my kids, I did not obligate them because of course, they're in school, they're working. Ako lang talaga.
Okay. So, bago tayo magtuloy ng kwentuhan, we're gonna read the comments. Ayan. Sabi ni Mel, heart. Sabi ni ayan, heart with a balloon. Tapos sabi ni Joy, of course, very inspiring. And then, sabi ni Fatima, Ate Fat, hello. Hello to the sisters, of course. And then sabi ni Mel, said, it's your superpower, ate. Love you. Ayan. And then si Max, hi Max. Hello po, Mami Ray. Hello. Tapos sabi ni Lucia, superwoman. And then si Liza May, fighter,
Lisa
super.
May is our Thailand director. Yeah.
Okay, hi Lisa. And of course, totoo to. Ito ang laging sinasabi ni ate sa mga friends namin na the best statement na narinig nila kay Cindy is sa akin na lang lahat ang sakit.
Mhm.
Wag lang po sa akin.
Yeah.
Wag lang daw ako. Kasi I
Yeah.
know, alam ng kapatid ko bakit. So sa kanya na lang daw lahat. Inangkina niya po talaga lahat ang sakit. And next, hi Timo. Hello Timo. Heart. And of course, Caleb. Ate Cindy is here. Good evening, Caleb.
Hi,
Hello.
Caleb.
So if you have any questions, paano niya, yung mga
Mhm.
struggles pa niya na pagdaanin and how niya
Uh-huh.
nagawa to survive, just comment that. So since sabi mo nga, you're driving heavy while doing your chemo,
Uh-huh.
nag-back to work ka o naggawa ka na lang ng ibang
So
business?
ako, of course, I have to work because I'm a single mom. Ang dami. Tapos sa California pa kami. Oh my God, California, one of the expensive states in US. So I have to, talaga ako, I'm very focused. And I'm a very mental person. Alam yan ni Ray. I'm a very mental person that if I need to do this, I have to do it for my kids. So, syempre, nag-rebuild ako nung ano ko, yung business ko of Island Clothing.
Yeah.
So, ano yan, slowly yan. And then after that, you know, during pandemic, I actually, you know, I actually found Musa, the House of Musa. Yeah.
Mm. So, pandemic pala yung House of Musa. Paano mo naman nahanap yung House of Musa during the pandemic?
Nakakainis naman, no? Crayola na naman ako. Ganyan na naman ako, Crayola. But anyway, okay. So, so during pandemic, syempre everything is sis, diba? Kasi ako, ang business ko, I do pop-up events. Yung bang, I'm gonna pay for the space, tapos maglalatag ako dyan, I'm gonna set up my tent, tapos tables, tapos latag-latag ako niyan. So, that's what I do. So, of course, sometimes I wanna add my products, I wanna enhance what products or items I will be selling.
Mm-mm.
So, when I was searching for natural products in the Philippines, I came across this Musa.
Mm.
So when I was looking at the website, they actually started having the mask,
Yes,
yung
yeah.
face mask.
Okay.
But I saw the origin of the Musa fabric,
Yeah.
and I kind of like, I was touched. It's like I was humbled with the beginnings of the
Musa.
fabric
Yeah.
itself. So I started talking to the founder, which is Miss Joy Sue, and then she asked me to be the director for USA.
Mm-mm.
And then she was telling me everything. So ako, sabi ko naman, let me see first. Kasi,
Mm-mm.
syempre, I'm just starting to, to go back with my business. But my business is very well talaga.
Mm-mm.
Because when I go out there, I even go to swap meet.
Mm-mm.
Talaga when I go out there. And because my business is very unique, I sell Island Clothing. I could have given that picture to Peter. But anyways, so a lot of people knows that. So I'm based in San Diego, California. So that's where I do my business.
Oh.
So when I came across of Musa, I started talking to Joy Sue, and then she told me that she was going to do a show, her first fashion show in New York. So she invited me. So I said, okay. I thought, which is I always joked at her, I thought she invited me, she will be paying for my expenses paid, hindi pala. But anyway, so I went there. So I took, booked my flight, booked my hotel, and then, bought a ticket for the show, and then I met her. Very wonderful lady. So I said, with me, with all the tasks that I do, I pray for God, is this task, is this meeting this person is good? If I put my effort, I put my effort and my time, is it meaningful for me? Is it, do I give any contribution,
Yeah.
will I grow as a person in this task, in this venture?
Yeah.
So I prayed for that, and clearly, it was for me, I think.
So for everybody, what is Musa? Ano ba ang Musa made of?
Okay, so everybody wants to think, everybody thought that MUSA, MUSA, is an acronym. No, MUSA, Musa, is actually the scientific name of banana. So
Oh.
eto po, yung fabric na yan, this is made of banana fibers.
Okay.
So the weavers themselves are actually the persons of deprived liberty. These are inmates in jail institutions, specifically in Tagum City, Davao City. So sila talaga ang nagwi-weave niyan.
Okay.
So the purpose of MUSA talaga is to sustain their livelihood. Yan na talaga ng MUSA. So since then I started I registered the House of MUSA in USA. So I'm the CEO of House of MUSA in USA. So since then, I actually I created a lot of and build a fashion show across in USA and some internationally.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been doing.
So bakit ka na-hook sa Musa and why you choose to be the CEO of Musa? Ano bang meron ng Musa?
Nahukda nga ako.
Na-hook ka na. Bakit meron
Hindi
ba
naman-
ang Musa?
Hindi naman nahook because I like their advocacy.
Oh, yun.
Yun.
What is the advocacy of Musa?
So the advocacy talaga ng MUSA is to give hope and help and sustain the livelihood of these people, etong mga weavers. And then of course, the people that are involved in creating the outfit itself.
Yeah.
This composed of yung mga seamstress and yung mga crafts weavers, ganyan, bead weavers. So there is an association we call DAMDAS. That is, itong DAMDAS na to, this is actually a Davao Association of artisans, seamstress, people that are involved, like what I said, So with them as well, we empower them. We sustain their livelihood as well. Not only the weavers themselves, not only the inmates themselves, and also we have being this one, like there are beneficiaries, right? We also have Angels Haven.
Okay.
This is an institution under the DSWD. It's an institution that housed mentally and disabled children,
Okay.
and also that has moderate and severe retardation. And also like medical has a medical diagnosis. Mostly as well, these are like yung mga abandoned children. That was abandoned and that was left in the hospital by mothers. Kasi alam nila na they have medical condition na may retardation sila. Syempre hindi naman nila ma-afford yun.
Yeah.
And also most of them also has mental behaviors, talagang mga mental I would think mental disturbed sila. So they just leave their children, they just leave their newborns there. Tapos etong Angels Haven, they're the one who are housing them and then giving them the life,
So parang sa intindi ko, Sen, is just yung mga ginagawa nyong fashion show are the one who's helping yung mga advocacy nyo sa Musa.
Yes.
Okay. So, meron kang pinakitang pictures si Peter na parang you have this,
this was
the
actually,
library.
This one,
Yan.
this is the library, and if you will remember, Ray, you were there the first time I founded it. So this is in Talaingod. These are native children of Talaingod, the Muslims children.
Yeah.
So we help them out. I founded that. I gave them kind of like a library, diba, for them.
Yeah.
So, how is it in the bundok, diba? Talagang, you know, they have their routine. It's hard for them to get away with their routine. So for once, also they were weavers, like the elders there,
Yes, yes.
the women, they were also weavers. But this time around, they stopped doing it because it's so hard. It's kasi malayo ang bundok. Sa bundok pa, we have to bring all of the materials,
Yes,
the
yes,
threads,
exactly.
and everything. So we stopped doing that. But ang talagang ano namin, ang full force namin is at the Penal Code Farm, and also the, of course, CIW, which is the Correctional Institute of Women. And then we have the PDL, the persons with deprived of liberty, yung women, and also mixed, and also with the males. Yeah.
Okay. So, doing the Musa Fashion Show, is yung mga models nyo ba are the regular models or just people na wanted to support the fashion show?
Yes. So this is, so ako, when I started the my first show, this was in 2022, August. So when I started that show, I had 2 shows, no. So I was even thinking, kasi sabi ni Joy sa akin, oh, just sign up everybody, just sign up whoever. So ako talaga, I signed up anybody else. I have to see that you have the heart and the passion for the advocacy. I know, and most of my models, of course, these are the retired, a little bit, you know, mga OGs.
Yes.
Kasi they're the one who can afford. And of course, all the outfit, you have to pay for it. I mean, that's the reason we have the advocacy. And some people would say, oh, it's so mahal and everything. Of course, because these are parang yung high fashion, and you know, they're customized, and the quality. And I always says that I'm very proud with the Musa, the quality that all the designers does, the seamstress. So it's not something that you can just buy anywhere, or you go to Tesoros, you go to Cultura, you go to SM, you go to, you know, Baclara or something. You cannot purchase it because it's for me, it's very meaningful. I mean, just the Musa fabric itself. Just imagine all these inmates, all this, you know, women in the jail institution, men in the jail institution, of how, you know, daily weaving. There's story behind it. You know, some of them probably, may sakit ako ngayon, but they would weave it. So there's a lot of story behind it. So sa akin, very meaningful yon. So anyone can sign up as long as you have the heart and passion for the advocacy. Not because some people would say, oh, I can afford it. But if I don't see you having the heart, you just want to do it, and you just want to feel like, oh, you're going to be popular or fashionable.
Yeah.
No. So with me, I want to see a person who wants to sign up. I want to see first what's in your heart.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, because of Musa Sin, sa dami ng pinagdaanan mo, your sakit and everything, di ba? Tapos, since ba nung pumasok ka ng Musa, naging healthy na ba? Or do you think that Musa helped you to share the blessing to other people? Paano
Okay.
ba?
I want to also add, like, you know, when I started associating myself with Musa, I have not been in the ER. I have not been I've not had any medical conditions, you know, yung na grumabe or something. I've not been in the ER or had not been admitted in the hospital. So I think for me, this is my calling. This is my mission to God. Parang this is a thank you for Him, you know, na nalampasan ko yung 7 lives. So I always think, oh, this is my 7th lives. So I know that I'm doing the right thing to give back to the people, you know, to give back to this advocacy. Parang ang sabi ni God, because I'm so OCD, I'm so ADHD, ang sabi niya, yung energy mo, yung strength mo, give it to this advocacy para hindi masayang, you know. Kaya ako, I always says that the things that I have to do has to be meaningful. Kasi baka magkasakit na naman ako, makita ni God na naman kung ano-ano pinagagawa ko. magkakasakit na rin ako.
Exactly.
So it has to be very meaningful. The things that I do now has to be meaningful, has to be something, it's worth it for me.
Yeah.
Kasi ayoko na magkasakit.
And then, Sid, if ever there are people watching, kasi sabi nga nila, you're very, very strong. Paano ka pinalakas? Mas stronger ka ngayon compare before.
Yes.
Paano ka pinalakas ng sakit mo? Ng
Ako-
mga sakit mo?
Kasi ako nga, I'm very mental person. Lagi kong, and of course, I still listen to my body. Talagang, oh my God. So the reason why I'm here in the Philippines, because I just did the Thailand Fashion Week. I think Peter can show that. I just had and I think this is my Milan Fashion Week last year, and then I had the Thailand Fashion Week very recently. This was just recently lang. And then after that, we went straight to Davao again, doing a Davnor Fashion Week. So sabi ko, I don't know where I get my strength, and I know God is giving me all this strength and energy as long as, for me, that I am giving back and to the advocacy, and I am I am fulfilling, parang I'm fulfilling his calling to me, fulfilling his, what he wanted me to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what can you give to our audience that dealing now with yung mga sakit?
Oh, yeah.
Like for having those kidney problems, having the cancer, especially with the patient and the family, how they're going
First of all, talaga, you have to have a strong faith in God. Because God is the healer. God is the universal. He has plans for you. He will do, and He will give you what He really wants for you talaga. And I always, us, diba? I always says, what you do with others will be done unto you. I think if you have a good heart, if you have a good intention with the things that you need to do, God will be there for you. And I believe that, how can you have a good life if you're not doing good things to other people? Yun lang talaga sa akin. Always, I'm with yung mga napagdaanan ko, yung mga, I would think, yung mga bisyo ko before when I was young. I just turned 60. It's totally different now. Pag nagkasakit ka and you're closer to God, just always pray. I think for me talaga, prayer is my talaga. Ang lagi kong sinasabi noon, kasi nagkasakit nga ako, I have so much friends who pray for me. Sabi ko, hindi ako mamamatay kasi nga, ang dami-daming nagpa-pray sa akin.
Yeah. Oh, sige.
And thank you for all those people who's been praying for me up to this time talaga.
Okay. Bago tayo mag-continue to our next segment, I'm gonna read a comment there. Meron sabi nga ni Nanay Jane, amen. And then I think there's comment si Mommy Mel. Ang sabi ni Mommy Mel, it's, I know you're a survivor and you are incredibly strong. Kakahanga ka talaga, and I'm so grateful for the both your friendship. Yan, sabi ni Mel. Hi, Mel.
Si Mel, I miss you, Mel.
We miss you. O, sige, eto na. Kasi few minutes lang. So, eto, may bago po akong segment na I'm asking my
May bunot-bunot
Oo,
pa.
I'm asking my guests a special question and then how they're gonna answer this. Okay. Take one and give it
Meron
to...
ba tong
Oo.
May cash prize?
Walang class. Wala.
Wala kami cash prize.
Wala. Oh my God, it's in Tagalog. Okay, yan. Kung bibigyan ka ng pagkakataon na gumawa ng tulay para sa pamilyang Pilipino, anong tulay ang gagawin mo at bakit?
I think I'm gonna do a tulay for the people who needs talagang, I would think yung who needs understanding, who needs faith. Tapos ito yung tulay, this is where God is. God has been waiting for you to cross. When I say to cross that bridge, to go and meet Him, talagang to have a very close relationship to Him. I think that's what I want, the to life. And for you to talagang, for me kasi, if you have, if you're so mayaman, but if you don't have the peace that you need, then you won't be happy. But if you have that peace, cross and give it all to the glory of God. Yeah.
Oh, one more. Kasi 3 to
Kasi
eh.
dapat price na lang, pera na lang.
Oh, sabi natin. Okay. If you were given a chance to enhance one part of your body, which part would you choose and why? Again, if you were given a chance to enhance one part of your body, which part would you choose and why?
Honestly, wala. I am so happy with God's gift to me. Talaga yan. Pero set aside kung talaga, gusto ko I have longer legs para matangkad ako. Ray is taller than me, but definitely I don't need any enhancement. What God has given me, the temple of my body, talagang masaya ako. I'm very grateful.
Okay.
Dapat na yan, 500 pesos na yan, ha?
Sabihin natin yan. Sabihin natin yan. Okay, eto na last. Ay, ang hirap. How can you use that? Ay, hindi pwede to. Okay.
Kasi single ako eh.
Oo, sige.
Hindi
One more
pwede
one.
yan.
Hindi pwede.
Baka meron tayong mga ng jowa. Wala.
Hindi pwede.
Oo,
Hindi
hindi
pwede.
pwede yan.
Hindi pwede. So, this one last. Okay. If you were given a chance, would you rather be a politician or a celebrity, and why? If you were given a chance, would you rather be a politician or a celebrity, and why?
Naku, pag politician, di ang yaman ko. Pag celebrity naman ako, ang dami namang botox na kailangan. So, don't give me any chances, I think. I am gonna prefer of not giving any chances. If I need to die now, of not picking all of those, being a politician or celebrity, I would rather die. That's it.
Okay, your last words, Sin. Nasaan ka na ngayon? Sa point
Ako?
ng buhay mo?
Nasaan na ako? Matanda na ako ngayon. So, right now, I'd say I'm very, very happy with what I've done with Musa. I've done 28 shows talaga. And with all the, yung pinagdaanan ko, talaga binigay ko na lahat. You know? And what I am looking forward is to be a lola. To be a lola now. So, what I want for me is to be talagang more healthy.
Yeah.
And have peace of mind. I've been traveling because of Musa. I want to show globally what is House of Musa. And I think I have done that. I would still be doing shows, but like what I said, I want to be, at peace.
Yeah.
Being a lola. That's
Yeah.
what I'm going to do.
Okay, diba? So inspiring ang kwento ng aking sister. But before we go, sabi ko nga, thank you so much sa mga nanood po sa amin kagabi.
Nanood ako. I
Oh.
want to do a quick review.
Okay, what's your quick review?
So very nice show. So they have different segments, and it's very, very realistic. So come and watch the second season. So my sister was there on the last season, and this is the first time that I have watched her, and I'm so proud of her. So watch it.
Diba? Ano ba siya, Sin? Can you say that our theater show yesterday is a roller coaster of emotions?
It is a roller coaster. Umpisa pa lang umiiyak na ako. Crayola ang dating ko talaga. Crying lady.
Yeah.
So although it's talaga, it's it's a theater play, but it's very realistic. Although it's a little bit lengthy, but it's worth it, guys. You gotta watch the second season.
Okay, thank you so much. So, ayan nga po, sabi ko sa maraming salamat for watching us over this weekend. Sa mga nanood, lahat, mga nagsuporta, maraming salamat po. And of course, sabi ko nga, make it a habit every Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday. Ako po, nagsisimula lagi, Chikahan with Mommy Ray. Every Wednesday, it's podcast, up, top, down, low na podcast namin. And every Friday, Coffee Chat with the Vet. Lahat po yan, 7 p.m. And you can watch that in our Ignos Novos Artist Management Facebook page na pareho po ng aming Instagram. Plus, like, follow, and subscribe our ignosnovos.official sa TikTok po. Plus, please follow our mother company, First Son Production. Our Facebook and Instagram is First Son Production. And of course, all our live, like eto pong sa akin. Ngayon, you can watch that in our YouTube channel, First Son Creatives. Ayan po. Maraming salamat sa mga nanood ngayong gabi.
Thank you.
Thank
I
you
want to
so-
say thank you, and also thank you to Director Del, and of course my sister Ray. And please watch her every Monday.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Like po sabi ng aking kapatid, madaming pagsubok sa ating buhay. Hindi natin alam how we're gonna survive it. But you just have surrender everything to the Lord. Accept ko anong binigay sa atin ng Panginoon. Kasi nga, hindi to ibibigay sa atin ni Lord kung hindi natin kaya. And to make it isa pa, maraming salamat dun sa mga pamilya, family that making us stronger nung time na nalalaman namin na may sakit yung aking kapatid. Also sa mga nandyan na nanood sa atin, kung meron kayong karamdaman na like my sister, huwag kayong mawala ng pag-asa. Just pray and believe because God is our great healer. Ibibigay niya to sa inyo para gumaling kayo and it will make you a better and stronger person. Ito po ang inyong Mommy Ray, laging nagsasabi, everything that's happening to us, there's always a reason behind it. Bye! See you all on Monday again. Bye!
Mga kwentuhan na dapat mong malaman.
Kasi magpapatulong, o sige, bigyan mo ako walang in return.
Oo.
Sino tutulong sa mga taong yun na para maabot yung mga pangarap nila?
Tsaka pag gusto mo naman po kasi yung ginagawa mo, hindi mo siya maiisip na, na parang draining.
Kasi lahat posible. Lahat ng bagay is posible.
Do something that you love. Habang pagod na pagod ka, hindi ka give up kasi you love what you're doing.
Always remember po ang lagi kong sinasabi sa inyo. Everything that's happening to us, there's always a reason behind it. Bye!